It's time now for the Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Report.
Welcome into a brand new month. Lou. Same Giants team. Although we scored 19 runs yesterday, we find ourselves a couple of months out, removed from opening day. And what do we got to show for it, Lou? Lucky Shamrock 13. We're 13 Shamrocks galore at this channel. 13 games under 500. We could have 13 guys in the bullpen for all I care. None of them would be any good. I'm breaking this out, Lou, only because I know it ain't April Fool's Day or nothing like that. But the luck of the Irish better be with the Giants heading into this series, Lou. We got the Milwaukee Brewers tonight, 35-21, Lou. I thought no better time on Giant Sports Talk Live morning show when we kind of preview things, and we're going to need a little bit of luck of the Irish, and I think the Shamrock will make an appearance this week if we come up with a win. How you doing early in the morning, Lou?
I'm all right. I got my latte from Pete's Coffee. You know what's sort of crazy is that the Giants would have lost. I mean, it would have been great if they would have had identical records. One team with 35-21 and the other one was 21-35. But it just didn't lean on that. But, it's going to be tough. I mean, yesterday the Giants played at Coors Field, went against a non-pitcher. It's going to happen. You're going to have games like that at Coors Field, but now reality comes in. Milwaukee's good. They lead their division. They are super good at home, and Giants need to play well tonight. Fundamentally, they can't have errors. Yesterday, even though they scored like at will, still horrible defensively. 3 guys stole against them, 2 more errors, 1 against Chapman. They got to play good. You got to play solid ball, especially at a place like Milwaukee. And here's the kicker. Kyle Harrison goes tomorrow, who's going to be an all-star, who's 7-1 with an ERA of like 1.98. So the Giants better take care of today, or guess what happens? Another losing streak will start.
I think it's going to be tough. There were some people in our show, and hats off to everybody who joined us last night. A big crowd on hand for Giant Sports Talk Live, the Sunday night show, and the guys who contributed in the Super Chat, you all know who you are. Thank you so much for donating to the show, keeping the lights on, as I like to say here. Even though the sun is just peeking up, it's already like 99 degrees, so I got to get out of this coat real soon, Lou. I got no air conditioning. I'm dying over here. I'm like the Wicked Witch, right? I'm melting. I need air conditioning in a bad way. I either got to move. Actually, being in the Bay, I head back to the Bay in about 2 weeks, Lou. I'm going to be there all summer. Can't wait to get back. Nice cool weather and get over to Oracle Park. If I don't spend more time over at the Chase Center cheering on a winning team, the Valkyries, but I'm still sporting the SF. 19 runs. The blind squirrel, as I always like to say, Lou, it's an old adage, finds the nut once in a while. We were overdue to score some runs. So the fact we scored 19, we Coors Field them, Lou.
Good analogy.
We Coors Field them, Lou. Guys had career-type days. Eldridge got the swing going. Jung-Hoo Lee's been smoking hot in this series as he wrapped it up. I don't know what he hit for the entire series, but it's just they took him out late in the game, Lou. My God, he was like 4 for 5 one game. And
5, yeah. I think he had 12 hits in the 3-game series, including 5 yesterday.
That's fantastic. Trade him now. All right, we're going into Milwaukee, like you said. Better win tonight because coming up, we've got Kyle Harrison tomorrow, another player that, he's just not good enough. There's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out. But, again, that may come back to haunt them. I can't wait till we play teams like Houston. I've been waiting for Houston and see if we face Kai Teng and all those haters. I'll be wearing my I Love Haters hat for that one, Lou. I got all the gimmicks here, and they come in handy. Because Kaiway was another one they tossed out like yesterday's garbage, and he did not pitch that badly. He did exactly, you know what he was reminiscent of to me? He's reminiscent of a McDonald-type situation. He came up, he was dandy. But, he's not the name. He's a minor league. Yeah, just get rid of him. And I don't understand. Don't understand.
It's a no-hitter.
Don't understand.
Makes no sense. Yeah.
And it's not just from the pitching standpoint. We were talking to the show last night. I threw out the name Dom Smith. goes and contributes to a team with the most wins. Like, come on. And listen, at the end of the day, we took a lot on the chin from the chat about him, but guys like Yastrzemski, he didn't exactly hurt us. We thought by moving him and moving forward, it would get better. You know what? I'd kill to get him back right now, Lou. I mean, can we please? I'm going to call Atlanta Braves today. Maybe I'll tape the phone call. Say, hey, this is Giant Sports Talk Live. We're wondering, could we get Dom Smith and Yastrzemski back? They'll probably say no and hang up. But anyway, Lou, coming up, you said we got to win tonight. It's almost every game's a must-win for this team. Hard to believe we're saying June, 2 months in, must-win baseball. Come on, man. Jeez.
It's very depressing. Let me put it that way. You know, with June 1st, we're already assuming there's going to be a June swoon. I'm probably predicting by the end of the month, we'll be at least 20 games below 500. The schedule doesn't get easier. And, you know, there's no more excuses, you know, and Buster gave us a product that's fading fast. We have no starting pitching that can go 5 innings, depressing. Our bullpen is completely used up. By July 4th, we'll have no arms left. And, you know, the chat and the Giants community are excited about a guy coming up from Double-A, Cox. I mean, come on, guys. We heard the same BS from Eldridge for a year and a half, you know, and it's just getting old, you know. Concentrate on the players we have. And if you're going to do that, either get rid of them or play them and stop bringing these guys up, you know, because I thought, Glenn, you know, first of all, it's good to be back with you. I know you were on a little vacay. You know, we had 2 backup catchers playing the outfield. I mean, it was a joke. Yeah. And, you know, it's not only that we think it's a joke, Major League thinks it's a joke. And it's come to the point now when you play the Giants, you're looking at a series win. And the Giants need to change that or it's going to get really ugly.
I was just thinking when I was I listened to the majority of the game. I was out getting the grocery. Hey, thanks for welcoming me back, by the way. I came back and the cupboards were bare. So little Miss Muffet must have been sorely on her tuffet. No curds and whey at this house. So I had to go hit the Costco run. I had the game on the radio yesterday, Lou. And there were a number of things that I talked about in the show that came to mind. We won't rehash that. But I did think, Lou, that I was thinking about the team, the roster we have, because I saw Cox was put into pinch run around that time. I thought, we got a problem, Lou. Not that should just be cropping into my imagination now, Lou. But I was thinking we've got too many players getting too much money and not contributing enough.
Agreed. And if it was a company, to me, which I think the Giants are, you'd have to cut the fat. When you're not bringing in the profit and you're not providing a win, you got to cut the fat.
Yep.
I don't know the solution, but you got to at least get rid of one of the big 3, you know, and that's what I'm hoping for. You got to trim the fat. I mean, the way it's being run right now, they're going to start losing money. And nobody cares about all, you know, imagine they've now had 4 new people invest in the Giants in less than a year, and the team's gotten worse. Why would anybody invest? Beside the investors, why would a fan invest in the Giants?
I'll tell you why, Lou, because if I'm an investment company, I invest low, and I'm going to watch them get better. They can't get any worse, Lou. Well, maybe they can, but that's another side of the story.
Good point.
Good to be back with you, Lou, in the morning show, even though I don't like getting up. I need all the beauty sleep I can get, as you can tell. So let's go to today's action around Major League Baseball. And there it is, Lou. Let me take a quick look, zoom in as best I can here. Can you see that, Lou?
Yes, I can.
I like to get the over-unders in there as well. Detroit at Tampa. I actually got a site today. ESPN's helping me out here. We got the pitching matchup. Ty Madden and Griffin Jacks. That one's a 5:40 start. Earlier games around baseball out of the way before we get going. Miami at Washington at 5:45 with I can never say that name, Lou. Alcantara up against Cade Cavalli. I think Major League Baseball is suffering a problem, Lou. Look down even lower, like $12 to get in. The Angels game, $7. Giants, $5 to get into a game. Dude, I don't know if it's TV hurts the gate or the product is hurting the gate around baseball, but I don't know. And we're not seeing the long ball like we used to. Players are batting. I mean, a career guy now is batting 220. I don't know what is going on with the sport. Avila versus Burns, KC and Cincy. It's always a great day for baseball, they say, Lou, in Kansas City. Only problem is There's no baseball in Kansas City. That one is going to go in the launching pad. Maybe we'll see some home runs in that game over in Cincy. The Sox, can you believe it? Never mentioned it last night. My fantasy team took a bit of a hit. My guy, Murakami's out, taking the Twins. Sandlin, Ryan, what did you think of that injury? Hottest home run hitter in baseball is out, Lou.
Yeah, but as you notice, when you have a team of young studs, they're carrying them. You know, they're 5 games over. When they played the Giants, they were 2 below. So they're really playing well. You never expect. And the other thing, too, is the fans are showing up. Yesterday, they had a sellout, their 11th of the season. The fans believe in the youngsters. They're going. And the thing about Chicago is they had a plan. Let's play the young guys. Let's play them, and it's the right opportunity. They have Will Venable as the manager. He's coaching young guys. Unlike the Giants, where they have a young manager, but you have a lot of, as I call them, veterans, almost senior citizens, and then you have the young guys, and it's clashing. So,
dead weight, Lou.
Yeah, Chicago's doing it right, unlike the Giants.
I like the fact you threw Max's son in there, Will Venable. Yeah, doing a great job. And the White Sox really took a page from what I call San Jose Shark hockey. They're going young. And, you know, when you go with a young lineup like that, Lou, you just feel it out. You can always make changes. We're locked into a corner, Lou. We're in a box we can't get out of right now. It's chatter for another show, of course. We'll talk about more, I'm sure, as the Milwaukee series continues. Texas, St. Louis tonight. DeGrom, McGreevy. I like that pitching matchup. That should be one of the better games today. Colorado, LA, Freeland, and Soriano. Dodgers in Arizona. That should be a good series too, Lou. Evan Sheehan, Rodriguez. Arizona's gotten a lot better. And, of course, 7-8 wins against the Giants really helps bolster your situation. But they're playing better. Dodgers, they'll be back. Listen, don't count out the Dodgers. They'll be A-OK. Mets in Seattle, thanks to Mark, who was in our show last night. Big Mets fan. He said he's looking forward to, bobblehead doll for Hello Kitty. So, Mark, get your Hello Kitty bobblehead. I know you'll be over there for that one. It's Austin Warren and Emerson Hancock. I've quickly blown through them, Lou, because all I got to focus, stealing an Eric line, focus on Milwaukee and San Francisco. But anything on that roster today, I thought maybe the Texas-St. Louis game has a great pitching matchup. McGreevy's a good young pitcher, and I always liked him. Eric didn't know who he was. I think he's a future star. DeGrom, we know what he can do. Anything on the tail of the tape there for today that stands out for you, Lou?
Well, you know, Chicago coming up a sweep yesterday and over the last 3 days of beating Detroit. Now they go to Minnesota on a team that's sort of fading. Of course, a pitcher that the Giants have been talked about a lot, Joe Ryan. It sort of intrigues me. And, to tell you the truth, the other team that intrigues me that nobody's really talking about, Washington Nationals. It's one of these things about the Nationals. They're above 500 now. So you got teams. The biggest problem with the Giants, it seems like everyone that you thought you would have a better record are all at 500. We're so buried below 500, we can't even see them with a telescope.
We thought we'd beat the bad teams, Lou. But we are the bad team. We are the bad team, Lou. That is a problem. Landon Roop and Shane Drowan tonight. Look at the line. Milwaukee's the favorite. Go figure. And the over-under at 7.5. $11 if you want to get in. It would cost me another $800 to get my plane there and back. I'm not going to do that. I'll watch it on FS1. I'll probably watch it on FS1, Lou, if we got the same broadcast crew doing that one as we had over the weekend. I was not happy with. I switched to the radio feed, Lou.
Yeah, I
went
did
to
that.
Costco. I went to going for my groceries at Costco was more exciting than watching Giants baseball and listening to the call of the game on the local television network.
Yeah, Hunter Pence and Fleming, it's gotten out of control. I mean, just arguments about everything. They argued about a ball that clearly came off the wall, should have been a homer. They were upset on Friday night that Tony V didn't try to when they hit a 3-run homer to tie, they should have said, I don't understand why Tony V's. It's just constant complaining. They have fun about the ABS system. They're never right. And, they talk to you like you're a complete moron. And, I'm getting a little sick and tired of the broadcasters for the Giants. They're getting old. They're pathetic. Besides the Giants need to get young, They need new broadcasters. Stop getting guys that are former players that can't do the job. That's it.
Yeah. It's funny, only twice in that conversation mentioning those two. You used the term homer only twice in your soliloquy there. So that's actually quite interesting. And it had nothing to do with the broadcasters themselves. And we don't usually do this in the morning, but I'm going to jump ahead. This is a rarity, but I'm intrigued by tomorrow night. This is Tuesday. So tomorrow night, Lou, we got to worry about tonight, I know, but San Francisco, Milwaukee with old friend Kyle Harrison at 7-1, taking the hill up against Trevor McDonald. Now, that's a pitching matchup, but Kyle Harrison, the way he's been pitching, Lou, that one scares me. And quite frankly, McDonald's got to come with his A game.
Yeah, especially in a ballpark like Milwaukee where the ball flies. You know, he's been having a few problems with the Indians. The thing with Kyle Harrison is he's figured it out. And I think one of the things I heard is Milwaukee is known for getting young guys and figuring out their problem. Perfect example, Kyle Harrison. The Giants for 2 years kept talking about Kyle Harrison like he's going to be the new Mad Bum. Well, then why did we trade him for Devers? Why did we give up on him so quick? And I think we talked about this on last night's show. Something's wrong with the front office and the people that are in charge of the talent, because we've had way too many people that we think aren't that good that are being superstars in the league when we had no superstars to begin with.
I mentioned that in the show last night, Lou.
Yeah.
Total lack of talent evaluation within this program.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And I don't mean Giant Sports Talk Live, the program. I mean Giants baseball. I know while I was away, Lou, a couple of things stood out on the program. Eric had a new overcover here. It's that. Is it too late to think about next year, or maybe even the year after, with a possible looming walkout strike, whatever you want to call it? Lou, are we there yet, or should we be doing this one? Where are we? I'm on the fence, Lou. I see Eric still up there. He's a little concerned in the corner.
Well, Eric has gone to the funeral because he has no more fingernails. He's already panicked, and it's gone.
He's on the missing list. He never showed up last night at all.
No. So he is now, playing the bagpipes. It is the season's over, and we're just trying to figure out solutions. So it might just be you and me for. Oh yeah, he's completely flipped. Not only is he flipped, he's told our chat, "I don't care what you guys say. Get your head out of where. The Giant season's done. It's come to that point." So
everybody's going to start contributing, especially on this series. You said it, Lou. Tough ballpark, and don't kid yourself. It's a game of numbers, Lou. When the Brewers are 35-21 and the Giants are 23-36, tells you a lot of what we can expect in this series. And listen, we rode through the weekend. I know we lost the series, a lot of runs. Jung-Hoo Lee's been a house on fire. He's batting about 800 over the last 4 or 5 days. I mean, this guy cannot single-handedly win you games and win you a series, but he tried pretty hard on the weekend. I gotta tip my hat to the pretzel there, Mr. Jung-Hoo Lee.
The pretzel octopus. Let me tell you something too. The Giants got lucky because yesterday the Miz pitched for Milwaukee, pitched a 4-hitter against Houston. So the Giants got another bullet.
We've been missing. We miss Skeens. Mizorowski is a flamethrower. Lou with pinpoint control. He fires BBs. Can you imagine Mizorowski? That would actually be entertaining. Mizorowski, the way it stands right now, pitching against our Giants, what's he get? 18 strikeouts and we get 2 hits?
To tell you the truth, it might, about the third inning, you might start thinking of a perfect game or a no-hitter.
I'll tell you, I was going to call the Major League Baseball office. I said I was going to call the Atlanta Braves and say, can we please get Dom Smith back? Or even Yaz, I'd take him back. But I should be calling the Major League Baseball office. Our beloved commissioner, Lou, he's trying to make all kinds of changes. They've been coming on fast and furious lately over the past few seasons. I think the one they're missing out on, Lou, having to watch Giants baseball as much as we do, they got to come up with a mercy rule.
I agree there, too. Once you're 20 games below 500, the season's over. Refunds.
Lou caught me earlier in the year. I was late coming into the show because I was at Oracle Park, and Lou's like, what did you tell the folks? Why was I late?
You were in line for a refund. I think the Giants are only down like 9-1 in the 6th. You paid.
You guys offer refunds? They're like, get out of here. I said, oh, I'll get out of here. I might not be back, but I'll get out of here. So tonight, Lou, before we get to the prediction, I know I want to get your take on it. While I was away, I was on the East Coast, Nova Scotia, did some fishing, saved the girl I mentioned on the show. If you were watching last night, the girl had a terrible tumble into the carousel at the airport there, into the luggage. You got to revisit that and how I handled that situation. You know what I missed? I missed heading down to Tommy's. And Mr. Lou Marsden, I know you are a big fan of the Tommy's Margarita. You make lots of friends. You are a friend among many over at Tommy's. So you let Enrique know that I've missed him. I can't wait. In a couple of weeks, I'll be back in the Bay Area, and I'm coming to see him. You let him know. All right, time for, well, let's get it every day. There's one thing on the show, one thing that you can all come to expect. This is Giants baseball the last few weeks in a nutshell, Lou, as you enjoy a repeat coffee. A repeat in that one, and a couple more, I think, hidden down there.
Ready? Fire it. Here we go. Oh, ha!
Lord have mercy.
Okay. She fell. Ha-ha. Ruby, you all right? Get her up. Get her up.
I think Ruby's okay. The Giants aren't. They've been taking a few shots here and there, Lou. Big win yesterday, but here we are. Milwaukee. 35-21. Our Giants are 23-36. Tonight, what say you?
Giants are 3-9 in their last 12 starts. The Brewers are 9-3 in their last 12 starts. Brewers tonight win 9-3.
Hey, who wanted the poo-poo platter?
I say the Giants win 6-3, and it's not too often I'll call a win, Lou. I'm calling the win tonight. And you know what? I think after doing that, we might win, Lou, but we're going to need to keep wearing our lucky jacket. I got the lucky jacket on. I'm going to have it on the whole series, Lou. And after me predicting a win, let's get the hell out of here.
You've been watching the Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Report, a Northern Lights Entertainment production.
One more thing, Lou.
Yeah.
One more thing before we.
Oh, you're
sign
still
out
recording.
today.
You're still recording.
Yeah, one more thing. I just want to let everybody know. I've sent out a Saint Bernard. You know, with the little thing under his wallet there. We've sent him out. We put out. People are out looking for Eric right now. We hope he'll be back tonight. It's touch and go. He's starting to feel the heat. Being a Giant, he's as big a Giant fan as they get, Lou. So I just wanted to say, before we officially say good morning to you, I just want to say we have people on the case. We're trying to get Eric back for tonight's show. Tune in tonight, and let's see if they win. Might be there. If they lose, might not.